I think I enjoyed the beginning of it, and I think I also enjoyed some of the commentization. I thought it was like, well, I guess I enjoyed the concept of it. I didn't really enjoy what I was seeing, or like, yeah, what I was seeing, I didn't really care that much for, but the God, the concept of it, of basically lowering people's IQ, is fun. But I think I probably would have enjoyed it a bit more if the way they defeated him wasn't because of the children doing that blah 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 thing. If it was actually about, well, in the simple stories and all that, the hero always defeats the supervillain. You know? With like just like a punch or something, just very simple. The hero is always stronger. So I think that would have been a fun thing if it was that his powers of making them simpler actually is backfiring in the fact that it makes it just so that they defeat him way easier. Um, I think that would have been a fun thing. That also would have been a little bit of like a throwback to maybe how it was in his generation, because as it's talked about, superheroes it used to be very simple. Good defeats evil, that's it, you know? So I was hoping that is what they would have done, because what they did was not enjoyable at all for me. And it was a bit scary, or I guess more creepy. I just find children, the way that make them in this show, like so creepy. Like, Jesus Christ, I mean, look at this. If I show, I mean, just look at this. Jesus Christ. I think it also has to do with the fact that, I mean, obviously their models aren't as good or detailed as, the important models. I mean, I'm sure their models would look good, would be like serviceable if they're in the background or whatever. Like, they're not in the focus, they're not like a main part, who cares? But when they get, screen time and they're focused on, you really can tell, like, Jesus Christ, this quality drop. But I guess seeing the grandpa back again, that's fine. Marinette recognizing what she needs to do, but still, she's like, it's a simple thing, but the concept of it, yeah, just walk up and say hello. Very simple, but getting the courage to do that is a much harder than doing complicated things, Because at least when I do this complicated thing of trying to catch it with a fishing rod or whatever, I don't have to face the actual problem I'm having, which is just fear of. She's probably fearing, what if he says no? What if he rejects me? I think that is what Marinette is truly. It's truly the reason why she's not. Why she just can't say what she wants to Adrian. I don't think it's shyness or whatever, or embarrassment or anything. I think it's fear of rejection. But yeah, so that was Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir season. Oh, I was about to say season 19. Let's hope this show never goes to season 19. Season 4, episode 19. Because I feel like this show. Oh man, I mean, if I were in charge, I would be like, oh man, maybe season 4 should be the season. I mean, the way season 4 has been, I wouldn't say. I don't think they should end the show by season 4, because there's still so much more to just get done. And yeah, and if they were to just try and do it all in like the last six or seven episodes, that would be like, oh god, this is too fast, it's terrible. But I do feel like the show is running a bit long, like too long, and it feels like there's a lot of filler. And that's because, I think they're afraid of doing things that would truly progress things and might shake up the formula a bit more than they're comfortable with, because of the fact that they probably want to try and just keep the show running for as long as possible. Maybe they want to try and make it like a Simpson or something like that, where it's running. I don't know how long Simpsons have gone for. And also, I wasn't an avid Simpson watcher. I watched a few seasons and then that was it. But then I would say Simpson is completely different, because the whole point of Simpson is that it's an episodic show. Like, while this is like a story-based thing. So I guess maybe I could say like My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, like season 4. That show should have ended by either season 2, season 3, season 5 or 7. But they dragged it out to 8 and 9. I was fine with the show not ending very early on, due to the fact that season 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 I would say was overall good. But season 7 was like the perfect, like, okay, time to end. But then 8 and 9 was like absolutely terrible. Some of the worst entertainment I've ever experienced. And I hope I wouldn't want the same thing to happen to Miraculous. Even though I don't think Miraculous is as good as Friendship is Magic. But it's still an okay show.